penis joke.
Of course. You had to wait. You had to wait until I unmuted you. Yes.
You say, have you met him?
Always wait. Did I have the right timing, you know?
All right. So,
Beautiful timing.
Wenrish, you've been
Yes.
selected to give the recap for this week.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so it started out with fire and hiding, and then there was a room with blood and runes on it, and so we went drinking, because that's what you do when demons decide to paint one of your rooms with blood and runes. And then we came back, and after the drinking, which should have been followed up by more drinking, and maybe even putting, I mean, just as a suggestion, putting the machine in the water. We had that. That was a really good suggestion that was completely ignored. And then possibly putting it back in the hole, and that was ignored as well. And then we went into the room with the machine, and the machine was all like, hello, Wenrish, and that's me, and in case anyone forgot. And I'm not a fan of its sudden focus. Yeah, focus is a good word. But yeah, so I'm gonna do what the head exploding machine tells me to do, because I like my head. But then we got some information about a daughter being in a white council of some sort, and we should probably go and rescue them. And there was a turtle or a frog. I think it was a frog. Yes, it was a frog. And so we're taking the body of the man whose head exploded back to his mom, because that seems like the right thing to do. And hopefully they won't think that we killed him, because we have it in writing that we didn't kill him. And you know, the best alibis come in writing, I guess. That about sum it up? Perhaps.
I still think this is a terrible idea.
I tend to agree, but the machine has a mind of its own, and I would like to keep the mind that I have in its container, its original container, ideally.
So to translate, you ended the previous session. Thank you, Wenrish. I appreciate your candidness. So to translate what Wenrush said, you guys had previously risen the jade crocodile from the temple. Restart everything. It did this to me earlier. No, we had 10 viewers.
No, we're right
That's
back.
when we finally.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the Tarrasque showed up. And
Yeah.
They, you know.
And then the TARDIS showed up. Yep. Exactly.
Noses. That was cute.
Yes.
couldn't
So
tell this if it was a
Arapsis
Tarrasque.
made the snoots boop, which then disappeared the automaton. Then you guys got Kazro to touch it, which then reappeared the automaton, which then started talking in Wenrish's head.
It joined the voices.
Yeah, then y'all decided to go experiment with drugs, which turned out to just be basil that Boris found in the herb garden.
Awaken, 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 awaken.
Wenrish had their tea leaves read by Felicia, and it was shortly thereafter you guys ran into Doc and Andrew, discussed what to do with the automaton as a whole. You've decided to basically keep it here with the Terran Enclave in the Swamp of Sorrows, and you are being sent by Ornak a lot to help return Tristan's body to his family in Orthadnor, and basically give a report, since you're the ones that have been investigating the automaton, on what the fuck is going on. So, you also had leveled up. You had supplied up. There were several items that were given to each of you as a total. I just want to recheck. You guys should each have 3 red healing mosses,
See.
1 smoke grenade,
See.
and then
Believe
Zedish and Dustin each have a fire splash potion.
There's no here.
Dustin and Wenrish, since you are our resident humans, you each get a bullseye lantern.
Yay!
So,
Oh, resident blind in the dark.
you guys have about a day's travel to get to the boat back across the Eris Lake to get to the eastern shore to head back into Arthadenor. Any other provisions that you guys want to make before heading out?
You're
Like to see
implying
if
we
it-
need anything besides good berries for the road.
I wanted to make sure I had a fishing pole and all that.
Easily handled.
Really, it was making sure that Zedish had one, because I think we figured out that Zedish was the best at catching them, but I think I'm decent at it.
Okay.
So, like, we have 2 fishing poles at least.
So Zedish is under the weather, and you will have to be escorting them during
Yep.
this time. They will be essentially unconscious. They got the flu. You guys will have to then haul their ass. It might slow you guys down a little bit, but you guys are already hauling a body along with any of the excavation supplies back to the ship. So, who would like to roll for the first part of the travel? Get to roll a d8.
Before we set off, I'd like to predict the weather for the next 24 hours.
Torrential downpours and driving wind and crashing thunder for days on end.
Fun.
Can I find a hollow or an empty barrel and kind of tie myself to it?
Okay, Winnie.
You know, he who wusses today lives to wuss another day.
Fair.
All right.
I'm going to try and figure out a way to rig essentially galoshes into the most fashionable thigh highs.
Okay. I think that's doable.
Because, you know, I gotta have dry feet, but I gotta look fashionable at the same time, so...
Absolutely. Alright, who's gonna roll the d8 for the first half of the day?
I'll roll it.
Okay.
Why not?
I'll take it.
We all
All
die.
right.
We both
You
sink.
guys are...
Dysentery again?
Who's dysentery? Leave the man alone.
He deserves it.
What did Terry
Terry
Crews ever
knows
do to
what
you?
Terry did.
He knows what he did.
Scary Terry.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about.
Oh, bitches!
All right. All right. You guys are trekking your way through the swamp. You eventually come to the end of dry land. Oh, who's doing what? Hey, Galbits and Warlocks, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. Alright, you come to the end of dry land, where the water is knee-deep as far as the eye can see. The whole area is abuzz with the sound of small winged insects. For the next 4 hours, you are constantly swarmed by mosquitoes and other biting flies. And you fail to notice the leeches creeping into your boots. The entire zone now counts as difficult terrain. The second half of your trip will take twice as long. I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw. Welcome to game, guys.
Damn, I'm not high enough level to ignore difficult terrain.
You and I were just looking at the same thing.
Well, holy shit, you guys. This is way better rolls than you usually get. Yup. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay.
Arapsis, please take a point of exhaustion.
Those boots.
Don't worry, I got you guys.
We gotta even things out, you know.
You just haven't broken them in yet. They're probably causing
I'm
some...
the one that prepared!
And do you see what I got you?
I have a
Can
barrel.
we use medicine check, survival, or anything at all to try to mitigate these circumstances?
Nope.
Okay. Let's carry on then.
Nope. Just some sleep. You gotta sleep it off. Just gotta sleep it off.
All right.
Alright. As you guys travel further towards the lake, the water seems shallower in a section. White river stones can be vaguely seen from the murky depths. Give me an investigation check.
Whoever's investigating, I am giving you guidance.
You have to say whom it is.
Not-
Who is investigating?
Well, I take a look, but I'm not really invested in this.
Look at the rocks! So, my god, the rocks!
I don't really have a modifier for it, so I don't know if I should be rolling.
I have a -1.
This is you guys aren't this is the anti-inquisitorial squad.
I guess
I'm very perceptive.
Look at the stones!
Boris, with a 15, you notice right away these are stones but skulls.
I don't think we should go over this way.
Lots of skulls.
There's a path.
Yep, path of skulls.
Skulls?
Path of skulls.
I don't like it.
Upon closer examination, the white stones that were initially visible beneath the water's surface reveal themselves to be elven skulls. These haunting remains rest in the mire, creating an unsettling contrast with the murky surroundings.
I feel a bit safer. I mean, I'm a human, so they clearly prefer skulls of one type.
If I could provide some insight as somebody who has spent quite a bit of time in the wilderness themselves, we're off to a really ominous start. And I think we should just leave this headless body with all of the skulls, see if they'll make friends, and head on back to camp.
Are any of us elves, though?
Aldrin raises his hand.
Well, we just have to protect Aldrin. See? Simple.
Maybe he can ride on one of your shoulders.
Dustin, as you're looking at these, some of them, the skulls bear witness to a tragedy from the past. some signs of wear and decay. Others have bone brands in the center of their forehead. Some of them have what look like the beginning of horns.
That don't look natural. Horns, brands. I'm assuming probably like runic looking.
Let me see. Did I add
Like when you're
art?
saying like brands.
Like this.
Hmm.
Have
Someone
I
tried to
ever
make
seen
it
those
so
brands
pretty.
before?
Yeah, those
Roll,
are
roll
Arcana,
cool.
me,
nature of the
roll
living.
me history.
Well, I'm great at that. Yeah,
Here, I'll give you guidance instead.
I'll take the
Oh, student.
guidance.
Yep, go ahead and roll that d4.
Yay!
You've heard of bone brands, but you've never seen them this many of them. You've heard tales of people with bone brands, but it's not something that you yourself have actually seen. Arapsis, you as a tiefling, you've heard stories about this with the origin of the tieflings. They were said to, the tieflings of Efferia were said to be the child of moon elves and demons.
This
And they spontaneously
might be
grew
a
out of the
place that
river.
shouldn't exist.
All the more reason for us to move along.
Well, I imagine that is one thing. But I ask you, if everyone else brought things to the river to get rid of them, what happens when the river recedes?
Well, apparently this one's full of skulls.
Yes, that's my point.
Do you think the elves that want this body are going to want those skulls too? Should we maybe gather them up and take them?
No, do not
Why
gather
not?
these skulls. Because these are, well, I'm not sure how else to put this, but I guess this might be the birth of my ancestors.
Hold on, I can help you find a better way to put it.
I mean,
No,
less birthing, more deathing.
it is said that the tieflings here were born of a place in which the moon elves were conceiving them with demons. These types of bindings, I mean, we've seen these sorts of things in legend. We all have. But that combined here together in what would appear to be a graveyard of the sorts.
Arapsis, you also remember local legend told of a long ago an army marched through this swamp, but only one survived.
An army for whom?
An army of moon elves.
Who knows?
Look, I don't expect this to make a lot of sense. But could all of you plug your ears?
Don't worry, buddy. We've known each other for a long time. I've never expected you to make sense once.
You don't gotta tell me twice.
Wenrish just assumes he's gonna cry. So yeah,
No, I'm afraid we might be coming across something that might try and lure us to our deaths upon the water. I'm worried about, I don't know, something along the ways of a siren or that regard. Legends tell of an army entering these swamps and never exiting. Now we find signs of much other death. I don't like things pulling us into the water, and if sound is the only thing that can simply prevent that, well then, that's simple enough.
huh? Wenrish takes his hands off his ears.
Doc-
Don't
Here.
listen to any singing!
Doc and
Unless it's
Andrew
mine.
start packing cotton into their ears. So do the Sun Elf Garrett. So do the Sun Elf scouts that are accompanying you.
Let's just be careful. Hand signals, waves, fists, all that sort of thing. Aldred, I imagine you're trained in that sort of thing well.
A few here and there, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, then, let's be careful. But let's see if there is anything about. Because fuck it, if there's things drowned in the ocean, what's left behind?
Things not drowned in the ocean?
Well, sometimes there's things on the bodies, really, but you know.
Oh. Wow.
So we're stopping to loot an archaeological site.
The
I have to
Isn't
take
that how we
umbrage with
met,
that.
darling?
I mean, why stop now?
We're fucking Indiana Jones in this bitch!
Ooh.
Who's that?
They named the dog Indiana. Come on. Come on. Alright, as you're investigating, there is torn foliage, displaced mud, remnants of armor and weaponry long decayed. Most of Doc and the scouts quickly identify it as ancient moon elf armor. They also find remnants of some sun elf armor as well. Well, this could indicate the area was a site of violence, leading to the unsettling arrangement of skulls that we see. It's as if the tragedy that occurred here has left an imprint on the very fabric of the swamp. It feels like it's almost
Haunted.
permeating the air with an unsettling energy that just sends shivers down my spine.
Ah,
there
yes, haunted
anything
areas. Wonderful.
we can do to try to detect whatever might be haunting this area?
You're more for one of the divine than most of the rest of us.
Yeah, well, I don't really know what I'm looking for, but
I would say roll
Scared
me
spooky.
Arcana. And he's guiding himself again. We're just gonna start referring to you as Boris, the guidance counselor.
I have a
Has
lot of
anybody
guidance.
rolled over a 1 on that D4 yet?
No. Not a single one.
No, only ones.
So he's an entry-level guidance counselor. Got it.
I feel like just you should be allowed to have a cleric that sacrifices a cantrip slot to just give the party +1 on all skill checks. 16 Arcana. what might I be looking for? Force is a little confused.
Despite having the stuffing in your ear, you hear a faint ghostly hum fill the air as you explore the scene. These ethereal sounds could be the echoing of the anguish or unrest of the fallen elves. And you definitely feel a malevolent aura in the vicinity.
But it's not something that I can specifically pinpoint.
No.
Yep. Place is haunted as shit.
Well, actually, with a
Let's get
16, you can there are definite traces of necromancy.
I'm assuming this is not the kind of magic that I can... Is this magic I understand, or is this old magic?
This is old magic.
Got it.
I'm gonna lean towards Arabsis and kind of like with gestures be like, I'm putting 2 gold on banshees.
Not a bad guess. All right, I'll take that action.
Well, folks, as an expert on these sorts of things, there's definitely a malevolent presence here, and we would be best to carry on along our way.
Seconded.
And we got someplace we need to be.
Well, let's get moving.
What was it in Beetlejuice? All right, carry on about your business.
Alright, so you guys are leaving everything as is. Okay. Not touching
that's for the
anything.
best, I think.
Alright. Who would like to
Ask
roll
the
then?
druid if he wants to interrupt nature.
Alright, so you guys are it is still pouring, it is still difficult terrain. Who would like to roll for the second half of the day's travel?
I'll do it. I think.
Do it.
Figured it out.
Don't fail us.
Alright.
On something good, something good.
I'm gonna stay within 15 feet of the group, but I would like to stealth.
Alright.
Just keeping an eye out and not being seen myself.
Push the wrong
But
button.
I'm not
There we
that
go.
great at it.
Are you sure? I'm still talking to you, though.
I'm walking behind you, patting you on the back, casting guidance.
Alright, you guys are on
Let's see.
you guys
let's
are
get
in the
another-
middle.
Oh, 2!
You guys
Oh,
are
2.
over
You have leveled up in guiding.
You guys are over here.
Twice as good.
Is there a warm tavern? Is that what 5 was? Please let 5 be a warm tavern.
Yeah, I think it's the banshees.
You are making your way through the swamp.
No.
When you come across a dense field of vines and plants. The vines emit some sort of gas as you start to brush by, causing a 10-foot cloud as you move through. I need each of you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
No.
Oh, wonderful.
Come on. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Wenrish.
Uh-oh.
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 Boars
Can't
just
guide
makes
ya.
it.
If it's poison, I have advantage, but thank you.
Let's see. Wenrish, you take 2 points of poison damage from the gas as you guys move through the toxic thorns. The vines are everywhere around here. Anywhere that you see green on the ground and the roots and stuff, that's all vines.
Guys, you know how we walked around in the skulls and we just decided that we weren't going to deal with that one. Can we find a way to round the vines?
Don't worry, folks. I got this covered. I can kill a 5-foot cube of plant matter,
Get Doc and
non-magical
Andrew on
plants.
there. Well, my short little legs aren't going to be much help with this. Doc kind of like hobbles over to the the walkway here. Like, well, anyone got rope? How are we getting Tristan's body across this?
Do I try climbing a nearby tree or something to get a good look of the area?
Absolutely.
Nice. What should I roll for this?
Survival.
Alright. Don't fuck me. You fucked me.
Stop rolling bad.
Would you like some guidance?
Tell my dice.
I want to see if I can tie a rope to an arrow
I don't
and
think guidance
shoot
would
it
help
here.
much here.
Yeah. Go for it, Arapsis. Go ahead and just roll me an attack.
Okay!
Rapsis is just really, really tired.
You
is
sneeze
with the
just
dice?
as you're about to shoot, and you point it down
an
and
idea.
sink it and just shoot it right in the water.
Guys, I'm not really feeling all that great.
Apparently neither am I.
I mean, it's a good thing that you've got the arrow tied to the rope, so you could probably just pull it back. Or did the rope just go into the water with it?
No, it didn't go that far. This isn't that deep, but it's about 5 foot deep. So you guys are, yeah.
Would it be considered disrespectful to just throw the body? I mean, it's not like it's going to hurt him.
Well, I don't think his family would take too kindly on that, and the Sun Elves especially, with that being a noble.
Well, it's a good thing that none of them are here.
Well, I understand that, but we also have and points to the 6 Sun Elf scouts that are accompanying you.
Damn it, I forgot about them. Why did we let them go first?
Well, they're the scouts.
Can we have them carry the body?
If it's so important to them to get the body back to their people, they can carry the damn body. Otherwise, you know my philosophy on it. We'll give them a proper elven burial right here in this here swamp, which is like a river in many respects.
If we just back up a little bit, I mean, he can join the rest of them.
Arapsis,
That
yes,
is
you
true.
now have. Let me get a line here.
I mean, what's better than being buried with your ancestors?
Exactly, it would be an honor for him.
I mean, really.
There you
So
go.
we
You
have
now.
something to assist us in walking across from this plank to this plank.
All right. In the meantime, the scouts start. The 6 of them lift up Tristan's body and start fording the river, or the swamp to the next plateau of dry land. Well, quote unquote dry land. It's still raining.
I can't tell if they're brave or stupid to just immediately jump in the water. But okay.
I'm gonna pull out my longbow and keep an eye on the water,
Okay.
just in case something moves in there.
Alrighty.
So
I am actually taking the time to go through the area that we're on and using Druidcraft to kill all of the dangerous plants.
Okay, we're just gonna use this token now as the elf. So we'll say that the elf scouts are about here. I'm sorry, Boris. What was your question?
So the dangerous plants that are obstructing our way, are they going? If they are a danger, we can take the time to clear them.
You can. Yes.
Would there be benefit in doing so?
Less poison. Though any interaction with them will result in a 10-foot cloud.
I feel like maybe I'm being told there's something I can do. Maybe, possibly. Okay. Put hands out. Yes. Okay. I'm putting the hands out. Okay. And now what? Okay. And at that point, Mage Hand is cast.
Okay.
And okay, so now what? Oh, can it do that? Okay, maybe. Okay. So, how do I make it move? Does it just move? Oh, it moves. Okay. Well, am I moving it or does it move? Who's moving it? Do I move it? I move it. Okay, I move it. Hand, do something away from me. And so the mage hand can manipulate an object to open an unlocked door or container store, or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour the contents out of a vial. So I can move it up to 30 feet each time I use it, but if it goes more than 30 feet away from me, it disappears. So as long as I keep it within 30 feet, but it's gonna go ahead of us, and can it clear the vines? Kind of like scooping them up and throwing them away, or at least just kind of pushing them away out of our path.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Okay. So that's good, right? That's good. Okay. I did it.
Do that.
Doc turns and gives you a thumbs up, Wenrish.
I don't know how I did that.
Clever thinking, young man. I appreciate it.
Great problem solving skills, Lenrish.
I don't know how to feel about talking to them, but okay. That's what we're doing.
Doc makes it across. Andrew just makes it across. Alright.
What must we roll to cross?
Dexterity check.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics also works.
All right. Everybody go one at a time, and I will give you each guidance.
Well, you have advantage because of the rope.
Hop, hop!
16 is plenty.
Hey!
Wenrish is fine.
You said the rope gives us advantage?
Correct.
Okay. Got a feeling I'm gonna need it.
Dustin and
Or not.
Boars are fine.
Would
I do a
athletics work here?
What's that?
Would athletics work, or is it only dex?
If you're gonna jump it, yeah. I would say athletics or acrobatics, yeah.
All right, I'll try it. Come on. God fucking damn it.
7!
Guidance!
Be higher than a 1. Come on.
Come on.
Hey.
Hey! Guess what? You beat the 10 DC to make it across.
Yep.
I knew you could do it.
Alright.
That's how you use guidance as a reaction. You just give people a vote of confidence as they're doing the thing.
All right, you've all made it across.
Congratulations on crossing the water!
Great job, everybody.
I'm changing my fucking dice.
Is,
All right,
is there anything weird over here?
Roll me perception.
Between my druid craft and Arapsis's mage hand, both basically having a 30-foot range, we would continue clearing out any dangerous looking foliage.
Okay.
Yep.
Arapsis, you don't notice anything unusual over here. However, Boars, you see several bat-like creatures hanging from the undersides of the tree canopy.
Hey folks, there's several bat-like creatures hanging from the bottom of that tree, and I forgot to prepare any fire spells today, so... What do y'all think we should do about that?
Currently, they are sleeping.
Sneak past them?
Don't piss them off.
Sneak.
I'm guiding myself at stealth.
Doesn't how far does entangle reach up? Because these guys are in the trees. Boris is just like, look, stirges. Roll initiative.
Up to 20 feet.
No. That's like 90
Okay,
foot
well let
range,
me roll. Let me get up the stirge.
Is Entangle only on the ground?
Yeah, I thought entangle was only on the ground.
Yeah, but it is a 20-foot square.
Okay, so 20 foot up as well. Okay, so yeah, that would definitely
so
be
that's
able
what
to
I mean. It would be 20 feet up.
Okay, and they're going to be at disadvantage because they're all asleep, so let me roll a bunch of dex saving throws.
Strength saving
There we
throws.
go.
For stirges.
Yeah, it's not dex, it's strength.
1, 0, 5, 6, and 4.
Wait.
Youch.
They are all entangled.
My plan worked perfectly.
Wow.
Fuck you, Erasmus. You are able to now, if you would like, quickly sneak past while they're entangled.
Let's do that.
Exit stage right.
And you guys are heading to the north. Well, northeast.
Dash.
Run like the wind, bullseye.
Quick, before the blood-sucking bats come for us all.
Ah!
Go.
Stopping before we reach any other dangerous foliage.
All right.
Move, mage hand, move!
All right. You quickly make it across the stirges. How? Let's see. Yeah, it's a concentration spell, right? Or how long does entangle last? Is it concentration?
1 minute.
All right. Then yeah, you guys can get about a minute away from there and head off to the north.
More than far enough.
Blurp. So we'll say you guys are headed up this direction. All right, which then gets you guys back to the world map.
Safety. Sort of.
Okay, you guys have now reached here. You have reached the shore of the Eris River, where you are greeted by a long, thin, Sun Elven boat. The scouts quickly load Tristan's body onto the ship. You are greeted by an Let me. Oh, did I ever upload her picture? I did not upload the picture of the captain. Let me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I have to get to the other map. That's where her name is saved. I apologize. I'm gonna trip over this. I did this to myself because I let Twitch name her yesterday.
Oh no.
Meet Captain Bosphorus Wunderpants von Spiteshire.
Gesundheit.
Can you spell that out?
No. Yes, I'll put it.
Can you
I'll
put
put
it
it
in
in
a
roll
sentence?
20.
Okay, Captain
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 Bosphorus.
Chat's flight.
Captain Bosphorus Wunderpants von Spiteshire.
My name was better.
Why are you hating on the Shire like that?
Don't fight the Shire. Delight the Shire.
But you can call me boss.
I'm neutral towards that.
Yeah.
Oh, Zedish is. Let's put Zedish on the second level. Fast asleep.
Bye, Zedish.
Alright.
I
It
So,
is.
boss,
Yeah.
we dropped off the kid.
Excellent work. We'll be making our way back to Athanor here shortly. It is about 2 days' travel, so don't get sick on my boat. Just puke over the side. It's not like we're in the ocean. It's a lake. This should be quick. Hopefully we don't run into anything too untoward. We don't even have cannons. We are a diplomatic ship. Please don't.
Oh, don't
fuck it
worry,
up.
we're untoward enough.
Huh.
Don't burn down my ship. It looks at Wenrish.
Already fishing.
Rapsis, roll me a percentile.
You have fished a kraken.
Woohoo! 2!
You got a fish! You got a big fish!
I am doing so good on these numbers.
Hold on. Here.
No, you don't
Try
need
again.
guidance for a percentile.
No,
Try again.
yeah, that out of 100, I got 2.
Nice.
No, but you got a fish. You got a big old fish. Big old bass.
So,
Check out that bass!
Let's take a picture for the Twitter. Or the Tinder, I should say.
We gotta take this down to the chopper. It's like Tinder, but for this world.
Alright, you guys have arrived on the ship. We're gonna go ahead and take a 5-10 minute break. We'll meet back here in a few. I will see you guys shortly.
5
Don't go
10-minute
away.
breaks. This is gonna be a while.
5 to 10 minutes. We won't be that long. Alright, we'll see you guys in a few. You weren't unmuted yet because I unmuted the wrong
Damn it.
thing.
Ha ha! Joke's on us.
It is. So, we return to the boat. I would like each of you to make me a perception check. We're back on the boat.
When flippy floppies!
Oh, You all see the spears heading in your direction.
Ah,
Roll initiative as
Spears.
Yay.
a sea
Spears.
hag and 2
Duck.
merfolk appear.
Remember to wait for the initiative to show up and then click on your tokens.
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on. Da, da, da.
Yes.
I speak Sylvan.
Yes.
Okay, I just need to add.
Oh, by the way, Kate,
Boars,
I
you're
would
on there
like to
twice.
point.
Stop it.
I would
Whoop.
like to point out that
Not
I
on our
have.
side. It's
Oh,
not.
it's not? Okay, so
Uh,
that was left over from last time then. Oh,
I
that's
have
right, because you
blind
guys were the
sniping.
only 2 that were there for something. Okay, so I just need to add 1
Oh.
rash.
Tristan's thing.
1 rash got a 5. Alright. Turn.
Turn.
Okay, so roll for this. This is everybody's favorite part of the game. Roll initiative.
Yeah.
I have a question. Why do some people have a .16 after their initiative?
Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers.
Ah, I see.
Alright. First up are the merfolk. Yes, roll for exactly.
What?
All
What
right.
even was that?
Tiny Tina.
Tiny Tina.
All I heard was like the
Well, that's a
itty
nat
bitty.
1. So the first one, let me roll a d8 to see which direction he throws it.
Back at himself.
Yeah.
And hits the merfolk next to him,
whoops.
doing 3 points of piercing damage to start off the round. The other one is also going to throw a spear and gets an 8 and throws it into the side of the boat. Boars. You're up first.
All right. Well,
Actually, Aldrin, what's your dex?
My dex is 14.
Boris,
my
what's
dex
your
is
dex?
15.
Okay, so Boris does in fact go first.
Well, they're throwing spears at us, so they must be hostile.
Someone up in the crow's nest starts ringing the bell, pointing and screaming.
One of the merfolk is going to be on the receiving end of a chill touch.
All right, green or orange?
Orange.
All
Wait,
right.
which one has not attacked yet?
They've both attacked. One accidentally hit the other.
Oh.
Oh.
Orange, whatever.
All right.
Wait.
Take
What?
6
You could
damage,
play with your
and
magic nose
it
goblin.
gets... Oh, this is not an undead target. Disregard. Just takes the damage.
All right.
Cannot be healed until the start of my next turn, if that matters.
Ooh, he is looking real bad. They are not feeling good. Aldrin.
Well, I mean, seeing that one being already hurt, I'm gonna try and shoot it.
All right. That'll
Okay.
definitely hit. That one's dead.
And I will Hunter's Mark on this one.
All right. Rapsis.
I didn't hit it, so that doesn't count.
Okay. Arapsis, it's your turn.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Oh,
And I
sorry, I didn't
rolled
see
a
that.
hit.
Yeah, you definitely hit. Well, who are you hitting? Merfolk or the green hag?
I want to pull the merfolk towards the ship.
All right, that'll definitely hit. How far are you pulling them?
Well, they only get, what, is it
10 feet?
10 feet? Yeah.
All right.
So not far enough. And then it's 2 damage.
All right. Wenrish, the voices in your head start talking to you. Shoot them! Shoot them!
Shoot them! Shoot them! Uh,
Make them burn.
Okay. Hmm. I have firebolt. What does it do? A mode of fire at a creature or object within range. It's a range of 120 feet. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. How do I make a ranged spell attack against the target?
Cast the spell.
Oh, okay. I saw a cast and it won't let me cast. It's a cantrip. Maybe if I go here. Nope. There we go.
Click on the
I did
plus
something.
something.
Yep.
There you go.
There
You found
go.
it.
A 12
Yeah.
hits, and that merfolk sinks to the murky depths.
Well, it takes 1d10 fire damage.
You got
You
a
got
10.
a 10.
Oh.
It posts it in the voice. We're in the.
Ache pain.
It comes up in roll 20.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yep,
Okay,
this
cool.
is why I had you install Beyond 20 for so long ago. So when you actually cast stuff, it comes up in roll 20, so we can all see it.
Oh.
So
Technology!
The wonderful
Dustin!
thing.
That was very effective and kind of scary.
Dustin doesn't really have anything to attack anything at range, so I think he's just gonna
He'll be
like
fine.
Magic.
Deep water, not good. Heavy armor, bad. He's
Stuff
just gonna
to
like,
throw?
huh?
Is there stuff to throw on the deck?
I don't know. I think he was gonna. I was gonna say he was gonna try and like like trepidatiously look over the edge and try and see if he can find that spear that got thrown into the side of the boat and try to pry that free.
Roll me percentile.
Got it. Right. No, that's real low.
It's there, but it's about 10 feet down.
You can get it.
Yeah, just hang by your toes. It'll be fine.
I feel like Dustin would just kind of like look over his shoulder and just give a side eye to Aldrin. Just be like, really, bro? Really? Would that have been my action to look for that thing, or would that be,
I would say that was a free action just to look over the
Free
side
action?
of the boat. Yeah. Did
Alright,
you want to ready an action?
I think since I'm like right up against the edge there, I would just take the dodge action, just to kind of like try and keep my buckler like in front of me to try and block anything that might come our way. Try and make
Alright.
himself like a target
Okay.
and hope.
That's your turn.
That's my turn.
All right. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw as you meet the hag's gaze.
Okay. 11. Not
You
bad.
managed to shake it off, but that That's one scary bitch. And she is gonna start. She's gonna swim over here and start climbing her way up the side of the boat.
Climbing away.
She has made it to the spear and pulls it out and throws it into the water.
Climbing her way up the boat, throwing spears. She's a hag.
Oh,
Watch out
those guys are
now.
dead.
Bitty,
Boars.
bitty, bitty, bitty.
Man, I wanted that.
Well, go get it.
Oh,
You're really lucky, Dustin. That was the DC.
Yeah. I'm just glad she's closer now, though.
All right.
When she moves, is she within 10 feet of me? Or is she
She
still
is-
climbing up the boat?
She is still climbing up the boat, so she's 10 foot down, 10 feet over.
What if I was here?
She'd be about 15 feet away.
Okay, so still outside of my halo of spores.
Correct.
All right. Well, I will. I'll move right in there so that I can use my halo of spores as a reaction once she starts climbing up a little bit further, and I'll give her the old chill touch.
All right. That'll hit.
Nice.
All right. Yes, she gets the old cold shoulder.
The old cold shoulder. Yup. All right.
That is my actions.
All right, Aldrin. She's got Hunter's Mark on her.
Yep. Which means I know where she is exactly, so I'm gonna switch to my short swords. And I'm gonna come crouch next to Dustin. And I'm gonna prepare an attack for as soon as I see her head pop up. I'm just gonna
All right.
hack into her.
Arapsis.
Excuse me.
Mm. Well, technically the range works. Not so much the hit, though.
That does not hit.
No, I didn't figure.
No, she just kind of waves it off as you lash out at her. Any bonus action?
Not on that move.
All right, Wenrish.
Well, I was told not to burn the boat, and that makes sense. So no burning the boat. I'm gonna make sure that we don't get attacked on the other side. So I'm looking over there, over on the other side of the boat.
Are you holding an action?
Yeah.
What action are you holding?
The action is to run.
Okay. Dustin?
Best thing that he could think to do in this moment is just kind of like he's gonna just kind of like take a deep breath, try and calm himself, close his eyes, keep them closed, and ready an attack for the moment that he senses this creature come like within his swinging range. It's like the moment it gets over the edge, swinging for the fences.
All right. And on that, Aldrin, make your attack as the hag starts to climb over the edge. I need everyone that's looking at her, so that is Arapsis, Aldrin, and Boris, to make me a wisdom saving throw. That hits.
Ooh.
Arapsis and Aldrin, you each drop
What
to...
the fuck?
you each have the frightened condition for the next minute.
That's my second nat 1 of the game.
So she
And I have
takes.
Hunter's Mark on her.
So that is a total of 9. And Dustin, you were ready in an attack with your eyes closed, so that is at disadvantage.
Not if I have blind fighting.
Oh,
Yeah.
bitch! Get her!
Hey, I have that too. Nice.
Yeah, I was so excited when we got into that first fight with the shades, and I'm like, cool, I can see them. And then I hit the ground.
It's like, yes, you did see them. Good job.
Boris,
I'm
why do
guessing
you
a
have the
19
death
hits.
symbol?
What?
Boris, why did you put the death symbol?
You said I'm frightened.
No,
Oh.
everyone but Boris.
Oh.
You passed. You got a
Okay.
20.
Oh, good.
No, Arapsis and Uldren.
Sorry, I misheard you.
Sorry, Dustin was making an attack that hits for another 8 damage. All right.
Can I get my
didn't
spore
read that,
reaction?
so I looked at it.
Yes, you can.
Hacha, make a con saving throw DC 13 or take 2 damage.
Nat 20.
God.
Oof.
Okay, well, there's more where that came from, baby.
All right.
Just sniffing
It's your
spores.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah, she just like snorts it up and blows it out the other nostril.
We're keep running on this. God.
So she goes,
damn
I
it.
need to. So since she's within your halo of spores, she's gonna need to make another con save.
Yes.
All right. Passes.
Okay, and the chill touch misses.
Correct.
That's an 8.
Also, are ranged spells at disadvantage within melee range? Or is it just ranged weapons?
Thought it was always ranged attacks.
Okay, just ranged,
I could be
ranged
wrong.
attacks.
I don't know.
Okay. So either way, that wouldn't have hit.
Oh,
So,
back, yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, yeah, that'll be my.
Yeah, it's ranged weapons attacking in melee range or ranged weapons hitting prone enemies.
All right.
And it doesn't even have to be an attack on something that's within your melee range. If you have someone within your melee range, disadvantage.
Gotcha. All right. Aldrin.
Well, I am frightened, so I can get disadvantage. God damn it. It's a nat 1. Do I hit
better.
someone, or...
Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, hold on. Oh, come on. I was looking for a roll table for There we go. Critical fumble table. There it is.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it didn't give me a table. Bitches! Okay, never mind. You just drop your sword. I was debating if you dropped it over the edge or not. But I didn't feel that
no.
Arapsis, it is your turn.
Reflex save would warrant, but
It's a light weapon, so I can attack again with my bonus action.
Aha, okay, go for
Because
it.
I have 2 short swords.
Indeed you do.
Let's see if the other one is bad. Well, it's not as bad, but it's not great.
Alright, now it's Arapsis' turn.
Wow.
That'll hit.
There's your good rolls.
Yeah, you
Well, I'll get something eventually.
Boars, you watch, because you're the only, well, actually Aldrin and Arapsis can see, they're not, Dustin's the only one with his eyes closed. Well, no, he's got blind fighting. All of you watch as, ooh, what does favored foe do? Okay, okay. So, okay, roll a d4. Nice, so that is a total of 14 damage as that arrow sinks right into her chest, knocking her off balance. Let's see, hold on. Dex save not to fall off the ship. She falls into the water.
My boat!
So she is now 20 feet down in the water. But right
Does the
next to the
frightened
ship.
stay when it's out of line of sight?
It lasts for a minute.
Okay.
Actually... Oh, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, so Alden and Rapsis both make me wisdom saves.
Oh, now I get a fucking nat 20? Really?
I mean,
It says the
I
end
didn't
of
have
your
to
turn,
watch the
honey.
bitch
It says
fall
the
off the
end of
ship.
your turn. The end of your turn, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So, okay, you are no longer frightened. Anything else, Arapsis?
Oh no, that is I believe bonus and normal.
My boat. All right, Wenrish. You hear all the commotion going on behind you.
I trust you guys have this.
Yeah.
She's in the water, Wenris! Quick, burn her!
Okay. Turn around and try to rush over. Where am I? Oh, there we are.
I was gonna say, yep,
Okay.
you're right here.
And the just the firebolt again. So bah.
That will
Not
miss.
so good. Oh god, she's ugly.
You hit the water as she's like flailing around in the water. All right, Dustin.
Well, I'm assuming I heard like a splash of them hitting the water again.
Yep.
We'd see like the image fade out of your blind vision after the splash.
Yeah, you watch as she just drops out of your vision.
I think he's just gonna like keep his eyes closed and just like mechanically ready in action for if something manages to get within his attack range again, but kind of like leaning a little bit over the edge, like kind of like getting ready to like stab down. And for flavor, just kind of like, did she fall or is she dead?
You just
fall.
I don't think she's dead.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like thinking like he's probably gonna like lower his guard a little bit, just because like he didn't see what actually happened. He just kind of it's like they're gone. Are they still coming?
And as you say that, she starts climbing up the side of the ship again and pops up right in
Just
front of
climbing up the
you.
ladder.
I need all of you to make wisdom saving throws again. Except for Dustin.
Wait,
You're even less
people that are
scary
looking over
second
the
time.
edge.
I assume Wenrush was looking over the edge. I don't know if Aldrin was. Boars, you're fine.
I feel like
Wenrush
I
is
would
fine.
I'm not over
have
there.
learned my lesson of like not looking at it, so I
Okay.
would follow Dustin's
Okay,
lead with
so
closing my eyes
Wenrush and
because
Boars, you are fine. You are not frightened of the hag. She is, however, going to claw at Dustin.
Excuse me, ma'am. Before you claw at my friends, I would like a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
That is a 14.
Okay.
And do I get my readied action?
Yes, you do.
Try and stab in the face.
All right, she's gonna claw at you
Oh!
as you stab her in the face. Well, she might not get to claw you. Hold on. Let's see how much damage you do. Okay, that is 11 damage. She is barely holding on to the side. She is going to claw at you, Dustin, and you take 12 slashing damage.
Not again!
Dustin's down.
More than halfway there.
Oh, you're still alive.
Whoa.
I'm still alive, but that hurt a lot.
Living on a prayer.
Yeah.
Fours.
At the start of my turn, I breathe on her. Constitution saving
That's it.
throw.
That's it. Just bad alcohol stank breath. Just
Mushroom kombucha stank breath.
it's like, hey, honey.
There's
Yeah,
so
she's
many.
very
I've drank
awkward.
so much of the magic kombucha that it's just in my breath now.
That's another nat 20 on the con save.
That's good. She can use all of those on her, she can use those saving throws on my 1d4 damage. That's fine.
I'm just imagine you smell like kombucha and patchouli oil.
Oh.
Oh my god, he smells like my dad.
You're almost describing me, just in general.
I love it.
I smack her with a stick.
Yeah, Boris,
Oh.
how do you do this? How do you want to do this? How do you kill this hag?
After breathing on her and she shakes off my disgusting spore breath, I just take my big walking stick and lift it over my head and bring it down on her for 7 damage, plus the critical and all that,
Mm-hmm.
and just send her directly back into the water where she came from.
Da 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 da.
before she falls down,
Oop.
could I use my crowbar and kind of like with the hooked part of it, hook it into her and hold her on the boat so
Yeah.
we can loot?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do that.
And eat.
It's like fish hook with a crowbar and just pull it up.
Well,
Loot the
couldn't help but notice all of those guards here on either side of the ship didn't lift a finger to help. Suppose we should be getting paid for doing guard duty.
Well, I mean, really, they didn't really get much of a chance to.
That was like less than 30 seconds.
Yep.
About 18.
Just because we did a good job doesn't mean that they don't have to pay us.
All right. Aldrin, roll me a d12 twice.
Okay.
If you get the same result, roll something different. Damn it. Okay. 7 and 11. Nice.
Yeah.
You
The
find an
fucking bonk
ink
that Boss did, I'm
you-
just picturing
you find
Gandalf bonking Denethor.
an ink pouch.
Okay.
Don't squeeze it just yet. I would recommend not squeezing it.
Okay.
Made me make inky.
Yeah, pretty much. And a glass dome. Inside is a water bubble that always points north.
Oh.
Is that one of them druid craft orbs? I can just do that.
Can you?
Detect the direction? Pretty sure I can do that. I always know what direction
I
the
meant
orbs are
as
guiding me in.
Can you make this object?
Maybe?
Actually, roll me one more d12.
Okay.
You find a mounted fish.
Does it sing?
If you press on its
I was
belly,
gonna
it
say.
does.
I'm gonna press it.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Nobody else hears it though, just you.
Yep.
Can I make some sort of knowledge check with my sage background to see if I know about this weird globe thing?
Sure.
Arcana, history, nature.
Are either history or arcana.
And I'm
There was a
guiding myself,
technical
of course.
question.
Disregard. I've never seen one of these things before in my life, come to think of it.
Arapsis.
I hand it back to him.
Arapsis, roll me either arcana or history.
Does it start
Oh,
singing
wait!
right away when you
I'm
press
just
it?
as good at both of those. Which is to say, not.
You recognize this as a Fey navigational globe.
Wait a gosh darn moment! That... what... why is that here? That's for Fey navigational tools.
No, it isn't.
Well, I don't imagine you to completely be used to most Fey devices, but having spent some time in the Feywilds, I can assure you that that is a navigational device.
Most
I haven't
say
seen
so.
one used since I was a teenager, but there's no mistaking them.
Well, you learn something new every day.
You see, you hold it up like this, and then this part starts to go here, and then voila.
And what does it mean?
That's up to the DM.
The bubble always points north.
Are they expensive?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Aldrin can tell it's pointing north, but he just like that explanation was way too fucking simple. Is Aropsis pulling shit out of their ass right now, or
And now it's north.
it was already pointing north?
It's basically a Fey compass.
Well, yes, but you know, sometimes you hold this part up to your eye, and then it helps line up the north, so you can see it on the horizon a little bit better. It gets a little helpful, you know, when you're in a place where distance doesn't necessarily equilaterally spread out.
Oh, so it's a magic compass.
Well, aren't all compasses magical in their own way?
I think you're mispronouncing magnetic.
It didn't really help the last person who had it.
Well, I mean, they found something, didn't they?
Hopefully the hag was north of them. Then it was helpful.
Now, I've got an important question for all of you, as we've all been clearly just eating good berries for a while. What are our philosophy on eating hags?
I have a fish.
Now, you see, Bulls, you had a good idea before, it just didn't apply to the situation. But in this case,
Well,
you
we're
can
back
just
in the river.
put it
Yep, I
back in the
know.
water, yes.
Yeah, it probably sounds like a good idea. Forget I even
Right.
mentioned anything.
Right. Aldrin is gonna give a very suspicious look to Bulls, and then just drag the hag back over the boat.
I guess I'll
Splash!
have a fish
Splash goes to Hag.
too.
Bye, Hag.
May your
Balls being a
spirits
little
finally find
fishy.
peace. Clean up on the poop deck.
A couple of the sailors come over and start cleaning up the remains of the
Their
sea
blood
hag.
really does smell like fish, though.
Very
I didn't
salty.
imagine that.
I just want to point out that Dustin is not looking so good right now.
Well, he
I'll
should
be
lie
fine.
down.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Maybe you
Actually-
should take a short rest.
I'm pretty damn tired. Are we just traveling? I think I'm going to lie down for the rest of the night.
Sounds like a good idea.
I'm simply exhausted.
All right, you guys can head below deck to go rest as you so choose.
Morse is taking the big bed.
Big bed's the captain's room.
Don't care. She can join me here if she wants to.
Get the fuck out of my room.
Look, hammocks.
I haven't cast a single leveled spell today.
I'm on the hammock that's under Zetish's.
What are the thingies? Are those just nets or what
Yeah,
are they?
I haven't quite figured out. I was trying to figure that out on this map, honestly, and I couldn't quite figure out what they were supposed to be. Are they cages? Are they nets? I just figure for now they're just empty.
Okay, well, I'm gonna assume that they're nets and sleep upon them.
Okay. You're not gonna sleep in the hammocks with everyone else.
I just assume that it is kind of like a hammock, possibly,
Yeah,
like stretched out.
yeah.
And
It's
if
gonna
I'm
be a
in this
lot
corner,
scratchier and lumpier, though. I mean, it is nautical rope.
okay, so where? Oh, okay, those are all the hammocks.
Oh,
Okay. They're not in the front of the ship, so that's okay. I thought they were in the front of the ship, and I was just like, if we hit something, then that's the part that goes down first.
okay.
So maybe not there.
Boris, you're casting Charm Person on the captain?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, that's a fail.
Oh boy.
Boris
Less
is
than
sleeping with the captain. It's a night with the boss.
I feel like there's a whole consent issue going on here. with
I'm not barring the
charming
captain.
So, what are you trying? You're just trying to get her to give up her room?
I think for the people that saved your boat, the least that you could do is pay us and let me have the fancy room for the night.
Okay, fine. I mean, you guys were so helpful in keeping my ship from going down. You know what? Here, have my fluffy down feather bed, and food for all of you tonight, and 5 gold apiece.
like that.
Thanks, you're a real good friend, and I'm sure that you would have done this under normal circumstances, and you're not going to be suspicious about it tomorrow. Have a good night.
Okay, I'll just go sleep in my office. Don't mind me.
Guess I got us all 5 gold pieces.
Yep. Dustin and Aldrin, are you still above deck?
I'm gonna be staying above deck for a bit, yeah.
Okay.
Just, not really doing much, just looking around, keeping an eye out.
Sounds good.
I'll go to sleep eventually, but yeah.
Definitely catching my breath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you guys all get a nice short rest. Food is brought out from the galley. It is a delicious loaded potato soup. Something nice and heavy for a water voyage. Nice.
Some good healing.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
That almost fixed that scratch.
All right. Let's see. Uh, anything else you guys want to do with your time on the boat? Anybody want to explore?
I'm good.
All right.
I just want to make sure that everybody's good. Because, we do have people that we don't necessarily know what everybody's doing and going to Orthadnor for. So I just want to kind of check on Doc and everybody and make sure everybody's good.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Before I forget, we're gonna say that Tristan's body is currently held in like a storeroom. Basically the shipwrights room. Doo-doo. Coffin. Alright, so Doc and Andrew's kind of turning in for the voyage, settling down. Andrew is not. Andrew has no sea legs, so he's Ralphing in a bucket and sticking his head out or tossing it out the window. Um, I don't like this place, Doc. Well, we'll be back soon enough, and you'll be back on dry land, and back in your books and the books. Yes, the books.
How do you feel about our wonderful trip to Orthadnor, then?
I look forward to getting home, quite surely, and definitely sharing what information we've gathered with my colleagues in hopes that we might be able to find out some more about this automaton of yours.
Yes, it's quite exciting at this point now. I mean, now that we've seen there are other things that interact with them, it truly is enlightening.
Indeed, it sheds when you boop the snoots, it was. I've never seen quite an interaction. Then again, we've never found a statue resembling the automaton in the same place as an automaton. Usually one or the other has been found.
Well, then we consider ourselves lucky for this day, and we wonder what interesting gifts this might bring to us. But we must be careful, for there will be many people trying to take this gift before we can truly discover the depths of its power.
You're not wrong. I will provide. Well, I'm sure Shatrini will provide what protection she can with her guard, and she will see that no harm comes to you in your travels. At least, not
Oh,
from.
no. I worry about others finding out and coming to the city from there. Just as Tristan came in from his mother's wishes and the travels that you came on, the more people that know, the more people will come.
So you're saying I shouldn't tell my colleagues?
I'm saying that reports always need to be made, for lack of reports will make things look more suspicious. But diligence on wording and the exact details that you're willing to divulge might be kind of the secret. This might even be an opportunity to try and help seed out people from that organization that might have nefarious viewpoints by making such information a bit of a trap for them.
You're not
I-
wrong. Yes?
I would just like to request to respectfully be left out of any information shared.
Oh, of course, young
Oh,
man.
don't worry. You just worry about increasing your magical vicissitude, and I'm sure that the automaton will be happy to bless you with everything that it brings. My wonderful prince.
I mean, chickens, but sure. No, I have experienced firsthand what happens when people get curious and don't like the outcome. So I would just focus on the machine and maybe not so much people who can hear it.
Can I ask you something, Wenrich?
Sure.
What experience do you have when people do like the outcomes?
When I have that experience, I will be sure to tell you. But so far, it has been mostly bad and involved fire and lots of screaming.
Well, then, some other time when we're on dry lands, remind me, and I'll be happy to help show you about discovering things together and the wonderful discoveries and happiness that can come together. Maybe there'll be some fire too. You never know.
Well,
When Rick is confused,
there's plenty of
intrigued.
fire performers in Orthanor, if that's your thing.
Well, I would like to avoid the fire.
Oh, darling, I get the feeling from watching you that you're never going to be avoiding the fire for too long.
That's been a recurring nightmare. So yeah.
I have so many conversations to have on that subject. But for now, Doc,
Yes?
perhaps one thing that might help is informing of the discovery of the statue, but not of the interactions.
Pokes his head into the door of his room with Andrew and goes, Andrew, do you hear that? We're redacting part of your notes.
For some of your companions within the Institute may then already have information. They might come to you with pointed questions, seeking, if you've done this, knowing what it will do. This is a situation where instead of giving our hands fully and showing all of the cards we're holding, we're merely letting them know that we have cards and seeing what they might show us.
Well, I've been around long enough to know that even if you never wanted a career in politics, politics are always getting in the way. Yes, we must be careful about what information we give, though I'm sure my colleagues will have plenty of information to provide to you as well once we arrive.
And I will pray that a day will come in which we will find more forthcoming researchers such as yourself that we can also share this information with. But until that day comes, we will be a little careful.
Of course, I understand. What Well, I'm about to get some shut-eye. Hopefully I won't have to listen to Andrew all night, and I hope you all get the rest that you need. Zetish is feeling better soon. Bunrish, take care of yourself.
That's the goal. Ah, ah.
Good night.
Good night, Doc. Now, come, Wangers. You seem to have a fear of the very passion within you. The very thing which gives you lifeblood and gives your magic spirit. You fear yourself.
I fear those who
Would use you.
solve problems with fire and
Yes, those that would use you.
people. See people as problems.
But you're a person too, Wenrish.
Yes, and I was very, until recently, one of those problems that they tried to solve with fire. So, I would, just, maybe stay quiet, about what you hear, what you see. Not everything needs to be shared with everyone, as I have learned.
But Wenrish, you're not a mistake to be fixed. Fire or not, no person is a mistake to be corrected. Though we may not have control over the other things in our lives, you are not a mistake.
Yeah, but I think that fate might make mistakes.
There's
Um,
no but, Wenrish, except for
Hmm.
this one. This one's fantastic. But this situation, any time you say a but, everything before it is a lie. There's no but here. You're not a mistake.
I assume I'm not a mistake, but I know what others
There it is
think.
again.
I know what others think because that's what I've thought my entire life, and it's hard to listen to what the voices tell me to do, because I mean they seem to be pointing out things that I should know how to do, but I shouldn't have any real knowledge of how to do, because I've just been me my entire life up to this point, and now I'm supposed to be something different, and I don't know what that is, but it's terrifying because it it's not.
Sometimes destiny is terrifying. Sometimes you take a step outside your door and you find the most terrified creatures outside of it. And you can leave yourself afraid of the world and afraid of the things that are there. Or you can take a risk. You can reach out to those terrified creatures and you can enjoy those moments as you have them. Because tomorrow is not a promise. We only have today, Wenrish.
Okay, but today has been filled with monsters.
But it was filled with life. You lived. We had a glorious battle. I caught a fish.
You did catch
Fish!
up. It was really quite impressive.
It's fun. And we lived and we got to enjoy it. The
Yeah.
only thing that holds it back is your own fear.
Well, that and the voices.
Well, yes. And the voices. But maybe someday the voices won't be so disturbing. And maybe someday you won't have to fear so much.
I assume that's the goal. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd still kind of prefer it if random machines didn't look at me and talk to me. That would be great.
Well, yes, I don't imagine we're going to be finding a whole lot of machines on this, especially not like that. So, for now, I believe that will be easy.
Then I'm all in, as far in as we can go, away from the one that we found.
For now, we'll take it that you're in.
I'm very happy on this mission, and considering life with the elves, might not be all bad. I hear the food is good.
Exactly. You get to experience life again in a world that you don't know. And think, no one knows Wenrish here. Wenrish can be whoever you want Wenrish to be.
Who else would I be if not Wenrish?
Well, how about you be a confident Wenrish?
Hmm.
How
Again,
about you, for this one time, find a character and you play it for just this one time? You pretend for just that moment, and you find yourself when you have fear. And that will be who you are for just this one venture. It can be an experiment, a time without the fear of fire.
fear of fire. Okay, I can do that. I can try.
Good. Then good night, Wenrish.
We are surrounded by water, so if I do tend to set myself on fire, I can just hop in the water, right? But then the hags are right there. Hmm.
You are surrounded by people who will help you with water in that moment.
Good. Okay. Good night.
Good night, Wenrish.
So am I hearing this right? When Renrish eventually goes crazy, we are in fact throwing them in the river.
Boris just quietly, like, sitting in a hammock, just marks that in a notebook.
Yep. Throwing Renrish in the river when that problem comes along. That's been the plan since the beginning.
That's why he had the barrel, just in case.
You're really just underlining and circling what was already there.
Gotta tie that barrel a little tighter
Mm-hmm.
and doggy paddle.
We're gonna go ahead and take another 5-minute break, you guys. Boris, you kill me. You kill me. Alright, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. We'll see you guys shortly. Alright, and welcome back. Aldrin and Dustin, how do you spend the rest of your night?
I think Nick Aldrin would kind of keep an eye out for a bit, and then just sit down and kind of offer Dustin a drink.
Dustin would happily accept the drink. He just kind of looks at Aldrin and goes, "Why am I always the one getting hurt? You guys seem to be fine. How are you doing this? I don't
Well,
get it."
in our defense, in this case at least, you kind of put yourself in front.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the only one of us that actually has like some really heavy armor. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I had some of that fancy magic that you guys have, maybe I'd be more useful.
Well, I mean, I don't really know much magic, but can try and teach you a few things here and there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll find that I'm adept to it somehow. Wouldn't that be a kicker?
Well, you would have definitely found your people then. Not that you haven't yet, but kind of cementing it a bit more.
Yeah.
Aldrin, what's your passive perception?
14.
You notice Dustin keeps sticking his hand in his pocket and fiddling with something.
Hmm. I'm gonna notice that, but I'm not gonna bring it up. Not just yet.
Almost like a passive fidget.
Mm-hmm. Although it's probably gonna be in a, noticing that and then kind of reflecting on, it might be like a soothing thing for him, and then that makes me think like about where we're actually going now that there's a minute to kind of rest and take things in and just take a big swig.
Old country road to the place where I belong.
Ever found yourself in Author Than Know before?
Mm. I think this will be a new one for me. How about you?
I'm not exactly looking to going back to my birthplace, if you catch my drift.
As in, like, you were born there, or just because
Mm-hmm.
the elf thing?
Oh, no, no. I was born there, yeah. I was
Mm.
put in jail there as well, a few times.
Mm. Lots of pleasant memories, then, huh?
Oh, very.
uh, Childhood memories, huh? He would Dustin would down whatever is left in his drink.
Childhood memories, the whole deal with not being looked upon quite kindly when you're starting to show some magical talents. It's, not really a place I've been missing.
Mm. Well, as long as we stay low, no one will be any the wiser, right?
Here's hoping.
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe no one remembers you. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, it would be a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.
Yeah. I mean, you've been an alright guy, so you at least got one friend here. Hopefully, another 4 down below.
Well, I appreciate that. I've been at least trying to stick on the right path.
Mm.
I'm not really one for violence, but you know, there's always sacrifices that have to be made when you get close to people.
Yeah. Well, as long as you wake up the next day, it's a good day. Whether you win or lose.
That's a fair point.
All right. Are you guys gonna spend Are you guys spending the whole night up on deck, or are you guys going below deck to sleep?
I think Aldrin's going to spend most of the night on deck, but then eventually turn in downstairs.
Is it still pouring rain, or has that subsided?
That has subsided.
Hmm.
And the stars are just starting to come out before dawn.
Yeah, Dustin's going to stay up and watch the stars.
All right. And Dustin, what's your passive perception?
13.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Aldrin, you turn in for the evening. Dustin, about daybreak, you hear a scratching sound coming from the opposite side of the ship, like something is climbing up the ship.
Oh, boy. Would it be on the side between where, like, I'm assuming he would probably be leaning up against, like, the mast near the back of the ship. Um, would it be, would it be like somebody's climbing up between him and wherever they would go below deck, or
Like
would he be
over
between
this
that?
direction. So hold on, let me put Aldrin. Oop, helps if I'm on the right layer over this direction. Aldrin, I'm going to put you below deck.
Yeah, you say he'd probably be like leaning up against the mast here.
Okay. All right. Uh, just as you look over, you see a dark, slick creature start to climb its way over the side of the ship and onto the deck.
Oh, not again. Um.
So, and just for the
Uh.
record, you guys, this is where the stairs are, so this is where you would come out of from downstairs.
Okay.
Think Dustin would try and quickly lean into the like stairs and just kind of like as quickly as he can just kind of like call out to arms, something else is trying to board, and
I would
kind
like
of
you all
release
to...
himself.
All right, roll initiative, everyone.
Oof.
All right, you guys wake to Dustin yelling to arms to arms. First up, Arapsis.
Well, I guess I have to go see what the fuck this is.
Indeed, you do.
Where were the stairs? This here?
Uh,
The
This.
gold rectangle there is the stairs, right?
Alright. Let's see that one. So taking a dash, and that'll be 40.
Okay, just double checking where everybody is.
So then, how much is it to traverse the layers?
We'll say 10 feet.
So 50. What? What am I awake for?
You see a slimy seaweed-looking creature climbing over the side of the ship.
I'm gonna take my last 10 feet to go back down the steps 10 feet.
Nope.
All right.
It's too late for this shit!
It's the ass crack of dawn.
It's too early for this shit.
All
I
right.
have not had coffee!
Boars.
Well, I can dash as well. Can I squeeze up
Yeah, you
hither?
you guys can move past each other.
All right. Hearing the commotion, Boris will follow Erastus up as well, and I assume I see the creature too.
Correct.
Do I have any idea what it is?
Roll me nature.
Nature. Well, my history and nature are the same, so it's only a 7.
It's something made out of seaweed.
I got no idea what that thing is. Let's fight it. Justin, you did a great job keeping watch. Let's go. I don't have a minor action to do.
All right. Dustin.
I think first thing that he would do would be like still pointing his sword at this thing. First ask, "Can you speak?" And does it give any kind of response?
It does. In a language that who speaks hold on. Who speaks Sylvan?
I speak Sylvan.
I speak Sylvan.
You mean we could have been talking in Sylvan this whole time? These stupid non-Sylvan speakers.
You
All right.
speak Sylvan? Honey, I didn't think you went that way.
Well, we druids, we're neutral on a lot of things.
You just hear it go down to the depths with you. In Sylvan.
Honey, I'm not going down that easy.
So I take it this thing is not friendly.
Unseelie types, I tell you.
Well, sticking to my original plan. Kill it, throw it back in the lake.
Throw it in the river.
All right, Dustin,
All right.
what are you doing other than talking to it? You do not understand its response, and you just hear Arapsis reply with, "I'm not going down that easy."
Well, hearing that, think he's going to just kind of like steel himself a little bit and just kind of like shove forward and try and shove the creature back, like a shove with the shield.
All right.
So it'd be like that's grapple for that, right?
Yeah, so contested athletics.
All right.
I'm laughing at my own roll.
Boo.
You shove it back down to the.
Boo!
It is now still clinging to the side of the ship.
Second verse, same as the first.
All right, Wenrish. Everybody's waking in a panic.
Well, I'm assuming that I saw Arapsis run up and then walk back down.
Yeah.
Do they not need us?
Well, it's slimy. I don't really know past that, but it seems to want us to go down on it.
Pass.
That's what I said.
Shit.
With it, it wants to take us. You must speak a different dialect of Sylvan. He said, "Take us down to the depths with him."
That still sounds kind of sketch.
Yeah, it's definitely still threatening, but not necessarily with a sexual connotation.
It said take us home!
Well, you never go to a third location with a fae. Everybody knows that.
I mean, if they need us, but I definitely don't not with the slimy.
You could probably set it on fire. You seem like you're pretty good at that.
Yeah, but I don't like it. Oh no! Wait, no. Apparently, I do like that. Okay. Let's
See?
okay. No. Okay. So Wenrish reluctantly gets up out of the hammock and just kind of saunters upstairs.
I like the idea of this being the one time Wenrish is sauntered.
Well, as much as he can drag his feet. I mean,
All right.
yeah.
All right, Aldrin.
I'm gonna pull out both of my swords and dash to make my way up.
Make him away.
So, 6. I'm just gonna rush up and like for a second, kind of like, where is it? And then, blind fighting kicks in, and I can sense it over the edge. So I'll just, I'll use my action to dash, so I'm just gonna be here.
All right. It is going to use its 10-foot reach and make 2 slam attacks at Aldrin.
Great.
That'll miss. Does a
Yep.
15 hit?
Yep.
Make a strength save or athletics.
Well, same difference. Oh,
You are not
Not
grappled,
today.
but it does 11 piercing damage as it hits you.
oh,
Oh,
that's
geez.
bad. That's real bad.
Arapsis.
Well, that seems less than ideal.
Oh wait, it was 10 feet. Never mind. I said it was using the 10-foot reach. Yep. Go ahead.
Well, if it's using 10-foot reach,
You can see its head over the side.
that's fine. I'm attacking with the 10-foot reach.
Do it.
Well, somewhat.
Your whip slaps. Makes a splashy slapping sound as it smacks against the creature, but does no damage. Yeah, no, there was no good way for me to say that.
Slap. All right, fuck that.
Boars.
You're doing a great job, Arapsis. I'm really proud of you. All right. Bort's gonna walk over. He's within 10 feet of me.
Yes.
Con save.
Con save. Fail.
Mm.
All right.
All right. And come on.
You go to
forget
cast
how
chill
to
touch and
cast-
it just kind of
Oof.
you fart instead.
Oh, I haven't had my morning constitutional yet. If you'll excuse me.
Dustin.
Ooh.
Wrong spores!
Oh boy. Oh.
um. Yeah, you know what? Let's try and hit this thing a little bit better. Um. Uh. If I'm on a diagonal like this, do I have
That's 10 foot to hit it.
10 foot to hit it? Okay. In that case, I can't hit it at all. I don't have anything.
But if its head is over the edge,
Its
Would you
head
do
is
it?
peeking
Yeah,
over
okay.
the edge right here, so you can get on top of the crates.
Okay.
You can move through allied
Right.
space.
All right. So then I'll move up, swapping my buckler for a pair of hand axes.
Okay.
And I'll take 2 swings with 2-weapon fighting.
Give him the axe.
So first swing with
Hits.
1 axe is 17, and then the second swing, which does not get damage modifier added to it.
That will miss.
Yeah. Alright, so the first one. Woo!
Nice.
That's max damage. And then, still with some more movement, just kind of move off to the side on those crates carefully. And just standing there. Got 2 axes ready to go. And no shield, so
All right.
AC's 2 points lower.
Okay, so what is your AC right now?
16 now.
Okay. I'm just marking that on your character. Okay.
Yeah.
Wenrish.
Okay, so, 1 second. I gotta move over there. Where is the big bad? I'm not... Okay, so the big slimy thing. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, the last thing worked pretty well, so let's do that again. And it's gone. Why is it gone? I have Mage Hand, Strike, and Grasp, and Word of Radiance. But I had Firebolt, and it seems to be gone.
Let me check your character sheet real quick.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It should be in
yeah,
your
weird.
actions. Firebolt is probably in your actions.
Yeah,
Maybe?
it was under spells, but it...
Oh.
Yeah, it was under all and it wasn't showing, but then I clicked over to 0 and then clicked back and now it is. So
Huh.
yay! So let's do that. And maybe not.
No, it doesn't seem to... The fire goes off, but it doesn't seem to have an effect on this creature. This time. Aldrin.
disengage.
Okay.
Because right now, on a scale of 0 to 14, I'm feeling about a 3. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some spacing between everyone, just in case. And I'm gonna switch to my bow.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. It's gonna make 2 slam attacks on Dustin.
Uh-huh.
That's a miss.
Woo!
That's a 20. Not a nat 20, just a 20. That is 9 points of piercing damage, and make me a athletics or acrobatics check to escape the grapple.
All right. Athletics check.
You are
Yeah.
grappled.
Oh no. Get this slimy
And you
thing
take
off of me.
so yeah, and you took the 9 piercing damage.
Yes.
Okay, where's the grapple? There you go. All right, Arapsis.
All right.
Let's go, Dustin.
Ah!
It always rolls the damage first.
That's
but
fine.
Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Yeah, I like my 10-foot reach for stuff like this. So then this will be at advantage.
That'll definitely hit.
And then
So that's a total of
definitely...
what? 12?
Well, I'm also going to...
So another 2 for favorite foe.
Mm.
Nice. All right.
It's how we mark things.
All right. Boris.
Yes. It is time to try to do the same thing again. I walk up to it.
Con save.
It makes a con save.
It passes.
It passes.
Ooh.
We attempt the chill touch. It's chillin'.
Ooh. It's super chill.
It's real chill. For what
So
that's worth.
roll me another d8. So 9 damage. All right.
And it can heal until my next turn.
All
and
right.
I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alrighty. Dustin!
Hmm?
You are still
I'm mixing.
grappled.
Yeah. Action to try and break the grapple, right?
Yep.
All right. And let's try and get out of that grapple. Try and wedge them hand axes in there. So it's my athletics versus their choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
On this one? Okay. That's a little better.
Yeah, you break the grapple easily.
Right. Break that grapple and bonus action. I'm going to use my second wind. Get some HP back. A little bit of HP. And I will risk that attack of opportunity by backing up 10 feet.
Alright.
Still with the 2 hand axes, so AC is still lower.
That's 27 points of piercing damage as it gets a nat 20 on you on that opportunity attack.
Jesus.
And I'm unconscious again.
Alright, Wenrish! You watch as Dustin drops as this thing slams him with its tail.
Oh no. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Well, after conferring with the voices, I'm gonna touch him and see what it does.
You're also re-grappled because you automatically fail.
Okay, so that did something.
Okay, Dustin
Or
is
Dustin.
no longer unconscious, but he is still grappled.
I touched him. I didn't know what it does, but it did something, and so
you
hopefully that
touch
worked.
Dustin and his eyes pop back open and he starts breathing.
I didn't do it. I don't know. But you're welcome. Or not.
Okay, Dustin, I'm gonna put you here because that's about where you were grappled. So.
Okay.
Oh well, then.
Because you drop.
Because I think it's touch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I had to try and back out of that 10-foot range.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Aldrin.
This isn't going super great. So the ship is moving right now, right?
The ship is moving, yes.
Okay, so that's not gonna be any help. So I'm just gonna Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and shoot it with my bow.
All right. Shoot it!
God fucking damn it.
You shoot into the sails.
Fuck.
All right. Dustin, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right.
Okay.
Lucky
You feel it start to invade your mind, but manage to shake it off. Go ahead and make me another athletics or acrobatics check as it tries to pull you into the water and off the boat.
The numbers keep going up. I just hope it's keep going down.
Who wins if they're the same?
Let's go.
The person grappling or the grappled?
Can we help him at all?
I mean, you're trying to beat a DC when you're being grappled, so I feel like
he beat the
if you
DC.
meet the DC, you beat it.
Yeah.
So you're free.
So yes, you managed to just break the grapple. But it does manage to pull you another 5 feet closer to the boat. Or to the side of the boat. That is its turn. Arapsis.
Second verse, same of the first.
Whip it. Whip it real good. Yeah, that'll do it.
And then I still get to add the D4.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Alright, it's definitely starting to look hurt. Alright, Boris. Boris, you're muted.
I was just contemplating wild shaping into a spider, climbing up really, really high and jumping to safety, and riding a single strand of spider silk back to shore and resuming my life elsewhere.
Because that's totally how that works, but I love it.
I'm just straight up picturing like the end of Charlotte's Web.
Oh Aw.
Considering that doesn't seem to be a pertinent or polite way to treat my company.
I'm not ready to be a spider, Daddy.
Seems like we need to awaken the symbiotic entity.
Dun,
We're gonna
dun,
gain
dun.
Awaken, 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 awaken.
Take the lad that must be taken.
I'll gain 8 temporary hit points, deal double damage with my Halo of Spores, and those are the only things that actually matter. And I'm going to move right up to face him, taking out my quarterstaff and shield.
All right.
So con save, please.
Passes.
Dang it. All right. Well, I'm there now.
All right, Dustin.
All right, so I'm free of the grapple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming I'm probably prone.
Correct.
Ah. Yeah, I'll use half my movement to get up and just kind of like throw one axe down into the ground, trying to like get it to like stick, and just like that's not working, and pull the buckler back out and just take one swing at this thing.
Okay. So you're back up to what? 17? 18?
18.
Okay.
18 AC, yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bonk it.
Bonk with the hand axe.
That,
Nah.
unfortunately, will not be enough to get through its hide.
Yeah. Yep.
All right,
I tried.
Wenrich.
Somebody else cut up this
You touch
seaweed.
Dustin, he jumps up and starts hacking at it.
Okay, so I do this, and then it does that. Okay. Well, I don't know what this does, but okay, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and it does something. What does it do? I don't know.
Oh, jeez! Okay, cold damage this time.
Oh.
That'll hit for 5 damage.
What does it do?
All of a sudden, icy shards leap from your fingers and slam into the creature, doing 5 damage.
I don't like it.
It is looking quite hurt.
Ugh. Feels about as slimy as that does. I don't like that one.
All right,
But
Aldrin.
okay.
Well, it wasn't fire.
Ah.
Well, I have so many options. I'm gonna shoot it with my bow.
That'll
Does that
hit.
hit?
Yes.
Yay! I'm doing damage. Plus Hunter's Mark. Okay.
Aldrin, how do you
That's
want to
my
do
turn.
this?
Oh. Okay. Seeing that thing's nasty fucking head poking over the side and like taking attacks after attacks on us and everything and just not going down, I'm just taking a moment to focus. Just breathe out, and as I exhale, just release and just go straight through the eye and right into the brain. Just clean shot, clean kill.
It drops from the side of the boat, splashing into the water, and floats away as the ship continues on its way.
Pardon me.
Well done.
And that is
I'm going
where
to-
we will leave tonight's session.
Now for coffee.
Now for coffee. Thank you,
You got it.
everybody, for coming for
Now
another
for health.
episode of Efferia Unshattered, the Black Sheep. I've been your Dungeon Master Nerd Hala. Let's go find someone to raid. Stop doing that. Alright, we're gonna go raid Useless Wizard, who's painting minis.
Woo!
Let's raid a friend.
Minis.
Yee! Alright, as always, friendos, don't forget to love each other. Please take care of yourselves. See you guys on the flip side. I'll be back tomorrow, probably with more world building thanks to these shenanigans. So, I will
We're not
see you
sorry.
then. Have a wonderful night.
Thanks, everybody.
See you next year.
Anybody else get like that image of like the slow